Something is happening to you, not to someone else, not to the person who sent you this video, to you, right now, in this moment. Something in your perception is shifting, and the fact that this appeared for you, the fact that you clicked, the fact that you are here listening to these words, that is not coincidence. That is your field calling you forward into something you are already in the middle of becoming. Your quantum third eye is opening. And before you tell yourself that sounds like something mysterious or distant or reserved for people who meditate in caves or have some special gift you weren't born with, I want you to stop. Because what I'm about to show you is not mystical in the way you've been taught to dismiss. It is measurable. It is electromagnetic. It is quantum mechanical. And it is happening inside your body right now, whether or not you have ever heard the words third eye in your life. There is a gland sitting in the geometric center of your brain, a tiny pine cone-shaped structure about the size of a grain of rice. The ancients called it the seat of the soul. Descartes called it the principal seat of the soul. Every major mystical tradition on earth, Egyptian, Hindu, Buddhist, Taoist, Sufi, indigenous, Hermetic, every single one of them pointed to this structure as the gateway between the physical world and something much larger. They didn't have electron microscopes. They didn't have quantum field theory, and yet they all arrived at the same place, pointing to the same tiny structure, describing the same experience of expanded perception that activates when it comes online. That structure is your pineal gland, and modern science is now beginning to confirm what the ancients knew, that this gland is not just a regulator of your sleep cycle. It is a quantum transducer, a biological antenna, a crystalline receiver and transmitter that operates at frequencies beyond ordinary sensory perception. And when it activates, when the calcification dissolves, when the coherence builds, when the electromagnetic field of your heart and the oscillating field of your pineal begin to synchronize, you stop perceiving only what your physical senses can measure, and you begin perceiving what your entire energy field already knows. That is the third eye opening. Not a metaphor, not a spiritual fantasy. A measurable, documentable shift in the way your nervous system processes reality. And yours is opening right now. I want you to feel something before we go any further. I want you to bring your attention, not your thoughts, your attention, to the center of your forehead, just slightly above the space between your eyebrows. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to visualize or strain or try. just bring your awareness there. Notice what you notice. Maybe there's a subtle warmth, maybe a gentle pressure, maybe a tingling or a pulsing, or just a quality of aliveness in that area that you don't usually pay attention to. That sensation, whatever form it takes for you, is not your imagination. That is your field responding to directed attention. That is the electromagnetic activity of your nervous system, concentrating in response to conscious focus. That is real. That is measurable. And that is the beginning of what we're going to explore together today. Because here is what I want you to understand from the very start. Your third eye has never been closed. It has been dimmed. It has been calcified by the fluoride in your water and the artificial light that disrupts your pineal's natural cycles and the chronic stress that floods your system with cortisol and the constant noise of a world that never stops talking long enough for you to hear what you already know. It has been dimmed by a culture that rewards only what can be seen with the physical eyes and measured with physical instruments. A culture that trained you from childhood to distrust the deeper perceptions that were always available to you. But dimmed is not closed. Suppressed is not gone. And the moment you begin to understand how your third eye actually works at the quantum level, the moment you see the science behind what the mystics always knew, everything changes. Because a conscious perception is infinitely more powerful than an unconscious one, and you are about to become very conscious of what your third eye has been doing in the background of your life this entire time. Let's start with what your aura has to do with your third eye. Because these are not separate things. They are part of the same system. Your aura, the electromagnetic field generated primarily by your heart and secondarily by every cell in your body, is the broadcasting and receiving medium through which your third eye operates. The HeartMath Institute has measured your heart's electromagnetic field extending 8 to 10 feet in every direction from your body. That field carries encoded information: your emotional state, your intentions, your fears, your love, your clarity, your confusion. All of it broadcast continuously into the quantum field around you. Your third eye is the organ through which you read that field. Not just your own field, the fields of others, the fields of places, the fields of situations and possibilities and timelines that haven't fully materialized yet, but are already present as quantum probability waves in the field around you. When your third eye is open, when your pineal gland is activated and coherent and synchronized with your heart field, you can perceive information that your physical senses cannot access. You can feel the truth of a situation before the evidence arrives. You can sense what someone is really feeling beneath what they're saying. You can know, without knowing how you know, which direction to move in, which choice aligns with your highest frequency, and which one will pull you down. That knowing, that felt sense of truth that bypasses your rational mind, that sudden clarity that arrives from nowhere and turns out to be exactly right. That is your third eye. That is your quantum perception system doing exactly what it was designed to do. And it has been doing it your whole life. You just weren't taught to trust it. Today, you learn to trust it. Today, you learn how it works. Today, your third eye stops being a background whisper and becomes a conscious instrument of quantum perception that you can activate, strengthen, and direct. And the reality you assemble around you will never be the same. Now let me take you into the science, because this is where it gets extraordinary. This is where the quantum mechanics of your pineal gland reveal something so precise, so elegant, so undeniably real, that you will never again be able to dismiss what you perceive beyond your physical senses. Your pineal gland is unique among the structures in your brain. Unlike almost every other brain tissue, it sits outside the blood-brain barrier, that protective filter that controls what gets into your brain from your bloodstream. This means your pineal gland has direct access to your blood supply, making it one of the most highly vascularized tissues in your entire body relative to its size. It is bathed in blood. It is in direct contact with the chemistry of your entire system, and it responds exquisitely, precisely to light. Not just the light that enters through your eyes. Electromagnetic light, the light-like oscillations of your own bioelectromagnetic field. The photons, literal packets of light that your cells generate and emit as part of their normal metabolic function. Your body is a light-emitting organism. This is not poetry. This is biophoton emission, documented in peer-reviewed research, measurable with sensitive photomultiplier tubes. Every cell in your body emits biophotons, coherent light, as a byproduct of its biochemical processes. And your pineal gland is exquisitely sensitive to this internal light. But here is where it becomes genuinely extraordinary. Inside your pineal gland, researchers have discovered microcrystals, tiny, precisely structured calcite crystals that are piezoelectric, meaning they generate an electrical charge in response to mechanical pressure, and they oscillate in response to electromagnetic fields. These crystals are not random biological debris. They are structured, they are oriented, and they have the precise properties needed to function as a biological transducer, a device that converts one form of energy into another. Piezoelectric crystals are used in technology everywhere. In microphones, they convert sound waves into electrical signals. In ultrasound machines, they convert electrical signals into sound waves and back. In quartz watches, they oscillate at precise frequencies to keep time. Your pineal gland contains biological versions of these same crystals, and they are capable of transducing the electromagnetic oscillations of your biofield into neurological signals that your brain can process as perception. In other words, your pineal gland may literally be converting the information in your electromagnetic field into something you can perceive. It may be the biological mechanism by which you receive quantum information from the field around you. The mechanism by which you know what you know without knowing how you know it. The mechanism by which intuition, real, accurate, quantum intuition, arrives in your consciousness. There is more. In 2013, researchers discovered that the pineal gland contains magnetite crystals, the same iron-based crystals found in the brains of birds that navigate by the Earth's magnetic field. Magnetite is sensitive to magnetic fields in ways that other biological tissue is not. And the presence of magnetite in your pineal gland suggests that this structure may be capable of detecting and responding to geomagnetic fields, the magnetic field of the Earth itself, which means your third eye may be your biological compass. Not just metaphorically, literally. A compass that orients you not just in physical space, but in the quantum field of possibilities that surrounds you. And then there is the research on DMT, dimethyltryptamine, a naturally occurring molecule that your body produces endogenously, meaning inside your own chemistry, and that has been found in the pineal gland of mammals. DMT is associated with the most profound states of expanded perception known to human experience. Near-death experiences, mystical states, encounters with what people describe as other dimensions of reality. And while the research on endogenous DMT in the human pineal is still developing, the structural and enzymatic capacity for its production has been documented. Your pineal gland may be a factory for the molecule that opens perception beyond ordinary sensory reality. This is not fringe science. This is peer-reviewed biochemistry. This is the frontier of neuroscience. And what it points to is something the ancients always knew. That you have a biological instrument for perceiving beyond the physical. That your third eye is not a metaphor for heightened awareness. It is a real, physical, quantum mechanical structure that is capable of perceiving real, physical, quantum mechanical information. And yours is activating right now. Let me show you the signs. Because if this video appeared for you, and it did, then your field is already in the middle of this opening. You may have been experiencing things you didn't have language for, things that seemed strange or coincidental, or maybe even a little unsettling. Let me show you what they actually are. The first sign is a shift in your perception of time. You've been noticing that time feels different. Sometimes it stretches. A moment feels much longer than the clock says it was. Sometimes it compresses. Hours pass in what felt like minutes. You find yourself knowing what time it is without looking at a clock. You wake up at the same time every night, often between 2 and 4 in the morning, which is when your pineal gland is most active, producing its highest concentrations of melatonin and potentially other neurochemicals associated with expanded perception. This is not insomnia. This is activation. The second sign is an increase in vivid, meaningful dreams. Your dream life has intensified. Dreams feel more real than they used to. You remember them more clearly. They carry information, symbols, encounters, knowings that feel significant in ways you can't fully articulate. Some of them seem to predict things. You dream of a person, and then they contact you the next day. You dream of a situation, and then it unfolds in waking life. This is not coincidence. This is your third eye operating in the theta brain state of dreaming, where the filter between your conscious mind and the quantum field is thinnest. Your pineal gland is most active in darkness and during sleep. Your dreams are your third eye's most natural communication channel. The third sign is heightened sensitivity to energy. You are more aware of the energy in rooms and spaces. You walk into a place and immediately feel whether it's light or heavy, whether something happened there, whether it's safe or not. You become more sensitive to other people's emotional states, not just reading their facial expressions or body language, but actually feeling what they feel, sometimes before they show it. You know when someone is lying. You know when someone is in pain, they're hiding. You know when a situation is not what it appears to be. This is your electromagnetic field, your aura, expanding in coherence and sensitivity. Your third eye reads the field. As it opens, it reads more. The fourth sign is synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that arrive with a frequency and precision that defies statistical probability. You think of someone and they call. You need information, and it appears. You wonder about a question, and the answer shows up in the next conversation, the next book you open, the next video in your feed. You start seeing number patterns, sequences that repeat with an insistence that feels like they're trying to get your attention. This is not your mind making patterns out of noise. This is your third eye beginning to perceive the quantum coherence that underlies apparent reality, the hidden order that connects events across what appears to be separate space and time. The synchronicities are your field showing you that it is waking up. The fifth sign is a felt pressure or sensation at the center of your forehead. That place I asked you to bring your attention to at the beginning of this transmission. A warmth, a tingling, a pulsing, a sense of something opening or expanding in that area. This is the most direct physical signal of pineal activation. The increased blood flow, the electromagnetic activity, the piezoelectric crystals oscillating, all of it creates a detectable physical sensation. When you feel it, don't dismiss it. That is your body confirming what your field already knows. The sixth sign is a deepening intolerance for inauthenticity. You find you can no longer tolerate, not even politely endure, situations, conversations, and relationships that are not genuine. Things that used to be fine now feel actively wrong to you. You can feel the falseness in them, the performance, the energy that says one thing while the field says another. And you find yourself drawn almost compulsively toward what is real, toward depth, toward truth, toward conversations that actually mean something. This is your third eye calibrating your life. As it opens, it makes it increasingly uncomfortable to operate at frequencies below your actual capacity. The discomfort is not a problem. It is direction. The seventh sign is a change in what you're drawn to learn. You find yourself pulled toward subjects you never thought about before. Quantum physics, consciousness research, ancient wisdom traditions, energy healing, sacred geometry, the nature of reality, the science of perception. You are here, right now, watching this video, and that itself is a sign. Your field is seeking the information it needs to understand what it is already experiencing. Your third eye is pulling you toward the knowledge that will give it language and framework and permission to fully open. If you recognized yourself in any of those signs, if even one of them landed with that felt sense of yes, that's me, that's what's been happening, then what I'm about to tell you is the most important thing you will hear today. You are not going crazy. You are going quantum. The perceptions you are having are real. The knowings are real. The sensitivities are real. The synchronicities are real. They are not signs of an overactive imagination. They are signs of a nervous system and a pineal gland that are expanding into their full quantum perceptive capacity. And the most powerful thing you can do right now, more powerful than any practice or technique, is to stop dismissing what you perceive and start trusting it. If this transmission is resonating with you, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. It helps this field reach the people who are ready for it. And we have so much more to explore together. What we're exploring today is one layer of something much larger. And if you feel that your third eye has been broadcasting unconsciously your whole life, carrying a signal you never quite had the map for, I've written something for you called the Remembering Field, a quantum guide to returning to the light you forgot you were carrying, which takes you through the full 7-movement journey from unconscious broadcast to conscious, coherent radiance, grounded in the quantum mechanics of your actual electromagnetic field. It's linked in the pinned comment below. Because here is the quantum mechanics of why that matters. Your perception is not passive. You are not a camera, neutrally recording a reality that exists independently of your observation. Quantum physics has established, through decades of rigorous experiment, beginning with the double-slit experiment and extending through quantum entanglement research and the measurement problem and the work of physicists like John Wheeler and David Bohm, that the act of observation participates in the collapse of quantum probability waves into definite physical events. The observer is not separate from what is observed. The act of perceiving participates in creating what is perceived. This means that your third eye, your quantum perception instrument, does not just passively receive information from the field. It participates in collapsing that field into specific experienced realities. When you perceive with clarity, with coherence, with the full activation of your quantum perception system, you are not just seeing reality more clearly. You are participating more consciously in its assembly. Your perception is your most fundamental creative act. And when your third eye opens, when you move from unconscious, filtered, fear-contracted perception to conscious, coherent, expanded quantum perception, you change not just what you see, but what becomes real. You change what the quantum field assembles around you. You change what possibilities collapse into your experience. You change the entire relationship between your consciousness and the reality that forms around it. This is what the mystics meant when they said the third eye reveals the true nature of reality. Not that it shows you something hidden and separate from ordinary life, but that it shows you the quantum substrate of ordinary life, the probability field, the coherence patterns, the information structures that ordinary perception filters out. And in seeing that substrate, you gain the capacity to work with it consciously, to broadcast your signal clearly, to receive the information that is always available in the field, to navigate by quantum knowing rather than only by what your physical senses can confirm. Let me tell you about Mara. Mara had always been what people called intuitive. From childhood, she knew things she shouldn't know. She felt things about people that turned out to be true. She walked into rooms and immediately sensed their emotional history, the arguments that had happened there, the grief, the joy. She dreamed of things before they occurred, not dramatically, not in ways that made her feel special, in ways that made her feel strange, different, like there was something wrong with her perception that everyone else had managed to get right. So she learned to suppress it. She learned to override the knowing with logic. She learned to explain away the synchronicities, to dismiss the dreams as coincidence, to rationalize the felt senses as anxiety or projection. She built a very effective filter over her third eye and called it being rational. And for a long time, it worked. She functioned. She was productive. She was, by most external measures, successful. But she was also exhausted in a way she couldn't explain. There was a constant low-grade tension in her system. The effort of holding down something that wanted to rise. A feeling of being cut off from something she couldn't name. A sense that she was seeing only a fraction of the reality available to her, and that the fraction she was seeing wasn't giving her enough information to navigate her life well. She made decisions that looked logical on paper and turned out to be wrong in ways she had somehow known they would be. She stayed in situations her gut had told her to leave. She missed opportunities that her deeper knowing had flagged as important because her rational mind had overruled it. And slowly, over years, the gap between the life she was living and the life she could sense was possible for her became a source of quiet, persistent pain. The opening came, as it often does, through a crisis. A sudden loss, not of a person, but of a version of herself she had invested heavily in. The career path that collapsed, the identity that dissolved, the moment when the structure she had built to keep her third eye suppressed fell apart, and suddenly all the knowing she had been holding down came flooding back. It was terrifying. And then it was the most alive she had ever felt, because what she discovered in that flood of returning perception was not chaos. It was information. Rich, precise, quantum accurate information about her life, her direction, her relationships, her purpose. Information that had been available to her the whole time, and that she had been systematically refusing to receive. The crisis hadn't broken her perception. It had broken the filter she had built over it. Mara spent the next year learning to do consciously what she had been doing unconsciously her whole life. She learned the science of her pineal gland. She learned the quantum mechanics of perception. She learned practices that cleared the calcification and the suppression and the chronic stress that had been dimming her third eye for decades. And she began to trust what she perceived. The results were not dramatic in the way movies depict. There were no visions, no voices, no supernatural events. What changed was the quality of her navigation. She began making decisions that were right, not just logically defensible, but actually right, in the way that only becomes clear in retrospect. She began attracting people and opportunities that matched her actual frequency, rather than the suppressed frequency she had been broadcasting. She began arriving in situations already knowing what was true about them, which meant she could respond to what was actually happening, rather than to the surface story being told. She told a friend near the end of that year, "It's not that I see more, it's that I filter less. The information was always there. I just stopped blocking it." That is the third eye opening. not the acquisition of a new power, the removal of what was blocking a power that was always present, not seeing more, filtering less, not becoming something you weren't, returning to the full perceptive capacity you were born with and that the world slowly taught you to suppress. Mara's story is your story. The suppression may have taken different forms. The crisis that cracked the filter open may have taken a different shape, but the dynamic is the same. You have been perceiving quantum information your whole life. You have been receiving signals from the field that your physical senses can't explain. And you have been, to varying degrees, dismissing, suppressing, rationalizing, and filtering out those perceptions because you were never given the framework to trust them. That framework is what we're building today, and it begins with a practice. I want you to settle into wherever you are. If you can, close your eyes for a moment after I describe this, and then come back. If you're driving or otherwise need to stay visually present, you can do this with eyes open, simply directing your inner attention. Bring your awareness to your breath, not to control it, just to notice it. Feel the rhythm of it, the rise and the fall, the expansion and the release. Let your breath be your anchor as we go deeper. Now bring your awareness to your heart center, the center of your chest, not your physical heart, though it's near there. The energetic center of your chest. And notice what's there. Maybe warmth, maybe a gentle expansion, maybe a subtle pulse that isn't quite your heartbeat, but is related to it. Whatever you notice, just acknowledge it. Your heart field is active. It is always active. It is broadcasting right now. Now, from that heart center, let your awareness travel upward, up through your throat, up through the back of your skull, and settle your awareness at the very center of your brain, the geometric center where your pineal gland sits. Don't strain. Don't try to visualize a specific location. Just let your awareness drift to the center of your head and rest there. Notice what you notice. There may be a quality of stillness there that is different from the rest of your experience. A kind of interior silence. A sense of depth, like looking into something rather than at something. Or there may be warmth, or a subtle electrical quality, or nothing particularly distinct. Just the felt sense of attention gathering in a specific location. Whatever you experience, that is enough. You are not doing this wrong. You are simply directing conscious attention to a structure that has been operating unconsciously your whole life. and the act of directing conscious attention to it is itself a form of activation. Because consciousness, as quantum physics tells us, is not a passive observer. It participates. Your attention is not a spotlight on a static object. It is a field interacting with another field. Now, from that center point in your brain, let your awareness expand outward in all directions simultaneously. Not just forward, not just through the forehead, but in all directions, above and below, left and right, forward and back. Let your awareness become spherical, centered at your pineal gland, expanding outward through your skull, through your skin, through the electromagnetic field of your body, outward into the space around you. Feel the quality of that expanded awareness. Notice if there's information in the space around you that you don't usually pay attention to. A quality of the room, a quality of the air, a sense of presence or absence, or some quality that doesn't have a name, but that you can feel. Don't interpret it yet. Just receive it. Your third eye is not a thinking instrument. It is a receiving instrument. Let it receive. Stay here for a moment. Breathe. Let the field speak to you in whatever language it uses. Images, feelings, knowings, pressures, colors in your inner vision. Words that arrive without being thought. Whatever comes, let it come without judgment. You are practicing the most fundamental skill of quantum perception. Receptive, non-attached, coherent attention. When you're ready, take a breath that fills your entire body. Feel your field consolidate. Feel the information you've received settle into your system and bring your awareness back to the room, back to your body, back to this moment. That was your third eye practice in its simplest, most essential form. And if you did it, if you brought your attention to your pineal gland and let your awareness expand, you just did something that has measurable neurological effects. Directed attention to a specific brain region increases blood flow to that region. It activates neural pathways associated with that region. It changes the electromagnetic activity in that area of your brain. You literally just activated your pineal gland through conscious attention. That is the beginning. And we are going to go much deeper. Now let me show you something about your field that most people never learn. Something about the relationship between your third eye and your aura that changes everything about how you understand your own perception. Your aura is not just a field that radiates outward from you. it is also a field that receives. It is simultaneously a broadcast and an antenna. Every moment of every day, your electromagnetic field is not only transmitting your frequency into the quantum field around you, it is also receiving information from that field and feeding it back into your nervous system. Most of that received information never reaches your conscious awareness. It is processed at the level of your autonomic nervous system, the system that regulates your heartbeat, your breathing, your digestion, your immune function, your stress response. It shows up as gut feelings, as sudden shifts in your physical state, as the inexplicable sense of ease or unease in a situation, as the body's yes and the body's no that often arrive before your mind has formed an opinion. Your third eye is the instrument through which that received information moves from the autonomic, unconscious level to the conscious level. It is the translator between what your field is receiving and what your conscious mind can perceive and work with. And when your third eye is open, when the channel between your field's receiving capacity and your conscious awareness is clear, you gain access to a continuous stream of quantum information that most people never consciously access. Think about what that means. Right now, your aura is receiving information about the people in your life, their actual emotional states, their intentions, their frequencies. It is receiving information about the situations and opportunities and challenges that are forming in the quantum field around your life. The probability waves that haven't yet collapsed into definite events, but are already present as patterns in the field. It is receiving information about the alignment or misalignment between your current direction and your highest frequency path. All of that information is arriving at your field right now. It is already in your system. The only question is whether it stays at the unconscious, autonomic level, showing up as vague feelings and body sensations you can't quite interpret, or whether it rises to conscious awareness through an open third eye, where you can actually read it, understand it, and act on it. This is why third eye activation is not about gaining access to some external, mystical source of information. It is about gaining conscious access to information your field is already receiving. You are not opening a door to somewhere else. You are opening a door within yourself, between the unconscious receiving that is already happening and the conscious perception that allows you to actually use what you're receiving. And here is the quantum mechanics of why that matters even more than it might seem. When information remains at the unconscious level, when your field is receiving signals that never reach conscious awareness, those signals still affect your behavior. They affect your choices. They affect your emotional state. They affect what you broadcast back into the quantum field. But they affect it unconsciously, without your knowledge or consent, without your capacity to direct or refine or consciously align your response. Unconscious receiving creates unconscious responding. And unconscious responding is where most of the misalignment in people's lives originates. You feel a vague unease about a situation, but can't name it. So you override it with logic and proceed. And the unease was right. You feel a pull toward something, but can't justify it rationally, so you dismiss it. And the pull was pointing toward exactly what you needed. You feel something is off about a person, but they seem fine on the surface, so you trust the surface, and the something was accurate. Your third eye opening means that the information your field receives rises to conscious awareness, where you can actually work with it, where you can feel the unease and name it and honor it, where you can feel the pull and follow it, where you can perceive the misalignment between surface and depth and act accordingly, where you stop being navigated by unconscious signals and start navigating with conscious quantum perception. This is the shift. This is what changes when your third eye opens, not what you receive, how consciously you receive it. And that shift from unconscious to conscious quantum perception changes the entire quality of your navigation through reality. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the energy shift the moment you arrived? Or noticed someone's entire presence change when you entered their space? Drop that in the comments. I want to hear about the moments when you felt your own field affecting what was around you, when your light changed the temperature of a room. Your experience matters here, and so does this conversation. Now let me take you deeper into the mechanics of how this works. Because there is a specific quantum phenomenon at the heart of third eye activation that most people never hear about. And once you understand it, you will understand exactly what you need to do to activate and sustain your quantum perception. The phenomenon is called quantum coherence, and it is the key to everything. In quantum physics, coherence refers to a state in which quantum systems are synchronized, oscillating in phase with each other. Their quantum states correlated in ways that allow them to behave collectively rather than individually. Coherent quantum systems can do things that incoherent systems cannot. They can maintain quantum superposition, existing in multiple states simultaneously for longer periods. They can transmit information with greater fidelity. They can respond to subtle signals that would be lost in the noise of an incoherent system. For a long time, scientists assumed that quantum coherence couldn't exist in biological systems, that the warm, wet, noisy environment of living cells would destroy quantum coherence almost instantly. But in the last 2 decades, research in quantum biology has overturned that assumption. Quantum coherence has been documented in photosynthesis. Plants use quantum coherence to achieve near-perfect efficiency in transferring energy from light-absorbing molecules to reaction centers. It has been documented in bird navigation. The quantum compass in birds' eyes uses quantum entanglement to detect magnetic fields. It has been documented in enzyme catalysis, the quantum tunneling that enzymes use to accelerate chemical reactions by factors that classical chemistry cannot explain. Living systems are not just subject to quantum effects. They have evolved to harness quantum effects for functions that would be impossible without them. Life itself may be, at its deepest level, a quantum phenomenon. And your brain, your nervous system, your pineal gland, is a biological quantum system. When the neural oscillations of your brain become coherent, when they synchronize into organized, phase-correlated patterns rather than random noise, your brain achieves states of quantum coherence that dramatically enhance its information processing capacity. This is what happens in deep meditation. This is what happens in states of profound creative insight. This is what happens in the moments of clear, certain knowing that bypass rational analysis and arrive as direct perception. Coherence is the mechanism, and your third eye is the instrument through which coherence expresses as perception. Here is what suppresses coherence: chronic stress, fear, fragmented attention, the constant noise of an overstimulated nervous system, the electromagnetic pollution of artificial environments, the calcification of the pineal gland from fluoride and environmental toxins, the disruption of circadian rhythms by artificial light, the suppression of intuitive perception by a culture that rewards only logical analysis. All of these factors create incoherence in your neural oscillations. They create noise that drowns out the subtle quantum signals your pineal gland is capable of detecting and transducing. They prevent the synchronization between your heart field and your brain activity that creates the optimal conditions for quantum perception. They dim your third eye not by closing it, but by flooding the system with interference that makes its signal hard to read. And here is what restores and amplifies coherence. The practices we are going to explore together. Conscious breathing that activates your parasympathetic nervous system and reduces the cortisol that suppresses pineal function. Heart coherence. Practices that synchronize your heart rhythm and create the electromagnetic conditions for quantum perception. Specific frequencies of sound and light that entrain your brain into the theta and gamma states associated with expanded perception. Practices that clear the calcification from your pineal gland. Practices that reduce the electromagnetic interference in your system and allow the subtle signals of your third eye to be heard. These are not vague spiritual suggestions. They are precise interventions in the quantum mechanics of your nervous system. And they work, not because they give you something you don't have, because they remove what's interfering with what you already have. Let me give you the second practice. This one works directly with the coherence mechanism. Find your breath again. Let it slow. Let it deepen. Not forced. Invited. As if you're breathing in something you want more of and breathing out something you're ready to release. Now bring your awareness to your heart. And this time, I want you to breathe through your heart. Literally imagine that your breath is entering and leaving through the center of your chest. Inhale through your heart. Exhale through your heart. Let the rhythm of your breathing become the rhythm of your heart field. As you do this, bring to mind something you genuinely appreciate, not something you think you should appreciate. Something that, when you think of it, your chest actually expands. A person, a moment, a quality of experience, a beauty in your life that is real and felt. Let that appreciation fill your chest. Let it radiate outward from your heart into your field. This is not a visualization exercise. This is a physiological intervention. The Heart Math Institute's research has demonstrated that generating genuine positive emotions like appreciation and gratitude creates a specific pattern of heart rate variability. A smooth, coherent, sine wave-like rhythm that they call heart coherence. And heart coherence has measurable effects on brain function. It synchronizes the activity of your prefrontal cortex. It increases the amplitude of your brain's alpha waves. It creates conditions in your nervous system that are directly associated with enhanced intuition and expanded perception. You are literally changing the electromagnetic field of your body through this practice. You are creating the conditions for quantum coherence in your neural systems. You are preparing your pineal gland to function at its highest capacity. Stay with the heart, breathing, and the appreciation for a moment. Let the coherence build. Feel the quality of your field shifting, becoming smoother, more organized, more radiant. This is your aura, becoming more coherent. This is your broadcast becoming clearer. And this is your receiving capacity, your third eye, becoming more sensitive and more precise. Now, from this state of heart coherence, bring your awareness back to your pineal gland, the center of your brain, and notice the difference. Notice whether the quality of awareness there has changed, whether it feels clearer or more spacious or more alive, whether there's a quality of receptivity that wasn't there before. This is coherence activating your third eye. Heart coherence, creating the electromagnetic conditions for pineal activation. Your field becoming organized enough to receive and transmit quantum information with clarity. This is the practice. Heart coherence first, then pineal awareness. The heart prepares the field. The pineal leads the field. Together, they constitute your quantum perception system. Do this every day, even for 5 minutes, especially in the morning, when your pineal gland is transitioning from its nighttime activation state to its daytime state, especially in the evening when it is beginning to shift back. These transition times, dawn and dusk, are when your pineal gland is most responsive to conscious activation. The ancients knew this. Every major spiritual tradition on Earth has practices oriented around dawn and dusk. They weren't just being poetic. They were working with the biology of the third eye at its most receptive moments. Now let me show you something about what your third eye is actually perceiving when it opens, because this is where the quantum mechanics become genuinely mind-expanding. The reality you experience through your physical senses is a very small slice of what actually exists. Your eyes detect electromagnetic radiation in a narrow band of frequencies, what we call visible light, between approximately 380 and 700 nanometers. But the electromagnetic spectrum extends from extremely low frequency radio waves to gamma rays, spanning a range of frequencies more than 30 orders of magnitude wide. You see an almost incomprehensibly tiny slice of that spectrum. Your ears detect sound waves between approximately 20 and 20,000 hertz. Dogs hear up to 65,000 hertz. Bats navigate with ultrasound up to 200,000 hertz. The range of acoustic information in the world is vastly larger than what your ears were designed to detect. Your physical senses are not windows onto reality. They are highly specific, evolutionarily calibrated filters that select a narrow band of information from a vastly richer field and present it to your conscious mind as the totality of what's real. What you call ordinary reality is a filtered, compressed, species-specific representation of a much larger field of information. Your third eye operates beyond those filters, not by detecting different frequencies of the same electromagnetic spectrum, though there is evidence that the pineal's photosensitivity extends beyond the visible range, but by operating at the quantum level, where information is not encoded in electromagnetic frequencies alone, but in quantum states, superposition, entanglement, coherence, that are not accessible to classical sensory systems. The quantum field is non-local. It is not limited by the speed of light. Information in the quantum field can be correlated across distances instantaneously. This is quantum entanglement, experimentally confirmed, the phenomenon Einstein called spooky action at a distance. Your third eye, as a quantum instrument, may be capable of accessing information non-locally, information about situations, people, and possibilities that are not physically present to your senses, but are quantum mechanically connected to your field. This is the scientific framework for what has been called remote viewing, clairvoyance, precognition, and other forms of extended perception that mainstream culture dismisses as impossible. The research on these phenomena, and there is substantial peer-reviewed research, including decades of government-funded studies, consistently shows that human perception can access information about distant, shielded, and future events at rates significantly above chance. Not reliably, not with the precision of physical senses, but consistently, measurably, above what random chance would predict. What the research suggests is that human perception has a quantum component that is not limited by classical physical constraints, that your consciousness, your awareness, is not entirely confined to the physical processes of your brain, but participates in the quantum field in ways that allow non-local information access. That your third eye is not a metaphor for heightened sensitivity, but a literal quantum perception instrument that can access information from the non-local field. This is the frontier. This is where physics and consciousness, research, and the ancient wisdom traditions are converging on the same territory. And you are standing at that frontier right now, with a third eye that is activating, with a field that is becoming more coherent, with a quantum perception capacity that is expanding beyond what your physical senses alone can show you. The question is not whether this is real. The question is, what do you do with it? And the answer is both simpler and more profound than you might expect. You trust what you perceive. That's it. That is the practice. That is the discipline. That is the thing that separates someone whose third eye is opening from someone whose third eye is opening and staying open. The consistent, courageous practice of trusting what you perceive beyond your physical senses. Because here is what happens when you don't trust it. When you feel the knowing and override it with logic. When you sense the misalignment and proceed anyway. When you receive the signal from the field and dismiss it as imagination. You are not just making a poor decision in that moment. You are sending a message to your nervous system, to the quantum perception system of your third eye, that its information is not welcome, that its signals will be dismissed, that its perceptions will be overridden. And your nervous system responds to that message the way any intelligent system responds to having its outputs ignored. It reduces its output. The signals become quieter. The knowings become less frequent. The synchronicities become less obvious. Not because your third eye is closing, it cannot fully close, but because your system has learned that the information it provides is not being used, and it reduces the energy invested in generating it. Every time you dismiss a genuine intuition and it turns out to have been right, you are training your system to be less intuitive. Every time you override a clear knowing, and it costs you, you are teaching your third eye that its perceptions don't matter. And over years and decades of this, you create the experience of being disconnected from your intuition. Not because the intuition stopped, but because you trained yourself not to receive it. The reversal of this pattern is the core practice of third eye activation. And it is not complicated. It is simply this. When you receive a perception that comes from beyond your physical senses, a knowing, a feeling, a sense of direction, a gut response, you pause, you acknowledge it, you ask it to clarify itself, and then you give it weight in your decision-making, proportional to its clarity and consistency. You don't have to act on every intuitive flash. You don't have to abandon rational analysis. You don't have to follow every gut feeling off a cliff. What you do is stop dismissing them. Stop treating them as less valid than logical analysis. Start treating them as data, quantum data, information from the field that your physical senses can't access, and integrating them with your rational intelligence rather than overriding one with the other. Rational mind plus quantum perception, logic plus knowing, analysis plus field intelligence. This is the full spectrum of human cognitive capacity, and most people are operating with only half of it. Your third eye opening is not the replacement of your rational mind. It is the completion of it. I want to pause here and ask you something from this field we're building together. Has there been a moment when you felt your aura shift, when you walked into a space and something in you lit up, or when you could feel your own warmth and radiance activating in a way that surprised you? Share it in the comments. These stories matter, and your light contributes to the coherence of everyone reading. Let me show you the third practice. This one is specifically for clearing the interference that suppresses your third eye, the calcification, the chronic stress activation, the electromagnetic noise, and creating the conditions for sustained, clear quantum perception. This practice works with sound, specifically with the frequencies that entrain your brain into the states most associated with third eye activation. Your brain generates electrical oscillations, brain waves, at different frequencies depending on your state of consciousness. Beta waves between 13 and 30 Hertz are associated with active analytical thinking, the state most of us spend most of our waking hours in. Alpha waves between 8 and 12 Hertz are associated with relaxed, receptive awareness, the state of light meditation, of creative flow, of the moments just before sleep when ideas arrive. Theta waves between 4 and 8 Hertz are associated with deep meditation, hypnagogic states, REM dreaming, the state in which the filter between conscious and unconscious perception is thinnest and quantum information is most accessible. Gamma waves above 30 Hertz and particularly around 40 Hertz are associated with peak awareness, mystical states, and the binding of information across different brain regions into unified, coherent perception. Third eye activation is associated specifically with theta and gamma states, and with the unusual combination of both simultaneously, which is what advanced meditators show in EEG studies, and which corresponds to states of expanded, clear, coherent perception that are simultaneously relaxed and intensely aware. Sound can entrain your brain into these states. Binaural beats, two slightly different frequencies, played in each ear, create a phantom frequency in the brain, equal to the difference between the two tones. and the brain tends to synchronize its electrical activity to that frequency. Isochronic tones, regular pulses of sound at specific frequencies, have similar entrainment effects. Solfeggio frequencies, specific tones with roots in ancient sacred music, have been associated with specific effects on consciousness and physiology, including the 852 Hz frequency, traditionally associated with third eye activation and the return to spiritual order. You don't need any of these technologies to activate your third eye, but they can accelerate the process by creating the electromagnetic conditions in your brain that make quantum perception more accessible. If you have access to binaural beat recordings in the theta range between 4 and 8 Hz or gamma range around 40 Hz, using them during your heart coherence and pineal awareness practices can amplify their effects significantly. But the most accessible sound practice for third eye activation is one you can do anywhere, anytime, with no technology. It is humming. Specifically, humming at a pitch that creates a strong vibration in your skull, in the bones around your eyes, your forehead, the top of your head. Find a comfortable pitch and hum it. Feel where the vibration is strongest in your skull. Let it settle in the area of your forehead and the center of your brain. Let it pulse through the structures of your skull and into the tissue of your pineal gland. This is not metaphorical. Skull bones conduct vibration. The piezoelectric crystals in your pineal gland respond to mechanical vibration. Humming creates a direct mechanical stimulation of your pineal gland through the conduction of sound through your skull. It is a precise, physiologically grounded practice for pineal activation. And it is why chanting and toning have been central to spiritual practices in every culture on Earth. Because the ancients discovered empirically what we are now beginning to confirm scientifically. Hum for 3 to 5 minutes as part of your daily practice. Feel the vibration in your forehead. Feel it in the center of your brain. Let it organize and stimulate the crystalline structures of your pineal gland. Let it create the coherence that opens your quantum perception. And then sit in silence. Let the vibration settle. Let the coherence it created express as receptive awareness. And notice what you notice. This is your third eye practice in its most complete form. Heart coherence. First, humming for pineal stimulation. Then, silent, receptive awareness with attention at your pineal gland. This sequence takes 15 to 20 minutes and creates measurable changes in your brain's electromagnetic activity. It is the most direct, physiologically grounded path to sustained third eye activation that I know. Do it every day, not because you should, because you want to see clearly, because you want to navigate with the full spectrum of your perceptive capacity, because you want to stop filtering out the quantum information that is already arriving in your field and start actually receiving it. Now let me show you the deeper layer. The thing about your third eye that goes beyond perception into creation. The aspect of quantum consciousness that most people who talk about the third eye never get to, because it requires understanding the quantum mechanics at a level of depth that most presentations don't reach. Your third eye is not just a receiving instrument, it is a projecting instrument. When you perceive with your third eye, when you bring the full coherence of your quantum perception system to bear on a situation, a possibility, a desired reality, you are not just observing what is. You are participating in the collapse of quantum probability waves into specific realities. You are, in the most literal quantum mechanical sense, contributing to the creation of what becomes real. Here is the physics. In quantum mechanics, before a quantum system is observed, it exists in a superposition of multiple possible states simultaneously. The electron is in multiple places at once. The photon has multiple possible paths. The quantum event has multiple possible outcomes. It is only when the system interacts with an observer, when a measurement is made, when a conscious observation occurs, that the superposition collapses into a single, definite state. This is not a philosophical interpretation. It is the mathematical prediction of quantum mechanics, confirmed by experiment. The measurement problem, the question of why and how observation collapses quantum superposition, is one of the deepest unsolved problems in physics, and the most straightforward interpretation of the mathematics, the Copenhagen interpretation, which remains the most widely used framework in quantum physics, places the conscious observer at the center of the collapse process. Now, most physicists will tell you that quantum effects at the scale of individual particles don't translate to macroscopic classical reality, that your conscious observation doesn't collapse the quantum superposition of a car or a career or a relationship. And they are right that the direct application of quantum mechanics to macroscopic objects is not straightforward. But here is what is increasingly supported by research. Your consciousness operates at the quantum level in ways that have macroscopic effects through biological amplification mechanisms. The quantum coherence in your neural systems, the quantum effects in your pineal gland, these are not isolated quantum events. They are quantum events that are coupled to classical biological processes that have macroscopic effects on your behavior, your decisions, your emotional state, your electromagnetic broadcast, and therefore on what the quantum field around you assembles in response to your signal. In other words, your quantum perception shapes your quantum broadcast. What you perceive with your third eye shapes what you radiate through your aura. And what you radiate through your aura shapes what reality assembles around you. The chain of causation runs from quantum perception through electromagnetic broadcast through macroscopic reality. This is why the opening of your third eye is not just a perceptual upgrade. It is a creative upgrade. When you begin to perceive the quantum field clearly, when you can sense the probability waves that haven't yet collapsed into definite events, you gain the capacity to align your broadcast with the possibilities you want to see manifest. You gain the capacity to radiate at the frequency of your desired reality rather than the frequency of your current circumstances. And in doing so, you participate more consciously in the collapse of quantum possibilities into the specific realities that form your life. This is what the ancients meant when they said the third eye reveals the true nature of reality and gives you the capacity to work with it. Not magic, not supernatural power. Quantum mechanics. The precise, measurable, scientifically grounded capacity to perceive the quantum field and participate consciously in what it assembles. Your third eye opening is your initiation into conscious quantum creation, not the creation of something from nothing. The conscious participation in the collapse of quantum possibilities into specific realities, guided by clear perception, coherent broadcast, and aligned intention. You have been creating your reality unconsciously your whole life, broadcasting a signal shaped by fear, conditioning, and the patterns you absorbed from the world around you, collapsing quantum possibilities into the realities that matched that unconscious broadcast, and experiencing a life that reflected your unconscious signal rather than your conscious desires. The third eye opening is the shift from unconscious quantum creation to conscious quantum creation. From broadcasting what you absorbed to broadcasting what you choose. From collapsing possibilities shaped by your conditioning to collapsing possibilities shaped by your clarity. This is the most powerful shift available to a human being, and it is available to you right now in this activation. I want to speak to something that might be present for you as you receive all of this. A question. maybe a doubt, maybe a fear. Because the opening of the third eye, as expansive and empowering as it is, also brings with it some things that can be uncomfortable. And I want to acknowledge those things directly because they are real, and because understanding them is part of the activation. When your third eye opens, you begin to perceive things you previously couldn't see. And some of what you begin to see is uncomfortable. You begin to perceive the misalignments in your life with much greater clarity. The relationships that are not at your frequency, the patterns you've been repeating, the ways you've been dimming your own light, the things you've been telling yourself that aren't true. The third eye does not discriminate. It illuminates everything. And in the early stages of opening, that illumination can feel overwhelming. You can feel like you're seeing too much, like the clarity is too sharp, like you'd almost rather go back to the comfortable blur of filtered perception. This is normal. This is the adjustment period. Your nervous system is recalibrating to a new level of perceptual resolution. Like eyes adjusting to bright light after darkness, there is a period of intensity before the new level of clarity becomes comfortable. And what you see in that clarity, the misalignments, the patterns, the things that need to change, these are not punishment. They are information. They are your third eye doing exactly what it's supposed to do, showing you the truth of your field so you can consciously align it with your highest frequency. The discomfort of seeing clearly is infinitely preferable to the comfort of seeing only what you want to see, and then being surprised by the consequences. Trust the clarity, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable. The things your third eye illuminates that are hardest to look at are often the things that most need your conscious attention. The patterns that most need to be released. The misalignments that most need to be corrected. The aspects of your broadcast that most need to be consciously upgraded. Your third eye is not showing you these things to overwhelm you. It is showing you these things because you are ready to see them. Because your field has reached the coherence level at which this information is useful rather than just distressing. Because you have the capacity to work with what you see, to make the changes, to release the patterns, to align your broadcast with your actual frequency. Trust the opening. Trust the clarity. Trust that what your third eye illuminates is exactly what you need to see right now. And here is something I want you to carry with you as we move into the final layer of this transmission. something about the nature of your light that is more important than any practice or technique I've offered you today. Your third eye is not opening because you did something right. It is not a reward for spiritual effort or personal development or the right kind of meditation practice. It is opening because it is time. Because your field has reached the coherence level that makes it possible. Because the quantum conditions in your life, the experiences you've had, the patterns you've released, the clarity you've gained, the love you've allowed yourself to receive, have prepared the ground for this activation. It is opening because you are ready. Not because you are special in the sense of being different from others, but because you have done the work, consciously or unconsciously, of clearing enough interference from your system that your natural quantum perception capacity can begin to express itself. You have always had this. The third eye you are opening is not new. It is ancient. It is the most fundamental perceptive instrument you possess. It is the part of you that has always known, that has always felt the truth beneath the surface, that has always sensed the field, that has always received the signals that your physical senses couldn't explain. It is the part of you that has been right so many times when your rational mind was wrong. It is opening now because you are letting it, because you are here, receiving this transmission, saying yes to the quantum reality of your own perception, because you are willing to trust what you know beyond what you can prove, because you are ready to navigate with the full spectrum of your perceptive capacity, rather than only the narrow band that culture told you was legitimate. This is your birthright. This is your nature. This is the most fundamental truth of what you are. A quantum consciousness embedded in a quantum field, with the biological instruments to perceive that field directly, to receive its information clearly, and to participate consciously in what it assembles around you. Your third eye is your quantum eye, and it is opening. Let me bring you the fourth and final practice of this transmission. This one is an integration practice, a way of anchoring the activation we've done today into your ongoing experience, so that what you've opened here doesn't close again when you return to the demands of ordinary life. Come back to your breath. Let it slow and deepen. Feel your body, your weight, your warmth, the physical reality of your presence in this moment. Now bring your awareness to the full length of your spine, from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. Feel the column of energy that runs through the center of your body. This is your central channel. the axis along which your energy field is organized. Feel it activate as you bring your attention to it. Now feel your heart center, the warmth and expansion in your chest. Let appreciation fill it. Let it radiate outward into your field. Feel your aura becoming more coherent, more organized, more radiant. Now bring your awareness to your pineal gland, the center of your brain. Feel the quality of awareness there, the stillness, the receptivity, the sense of depth. Now feel all three simultaneously: base of spine, heart center, pineal gland, the grounding, the love, the quantum perception, all three active at once, all three coherent, all three part of the same integrated field. This is your quantum perception system in its full activation. Grounded in the body, coherent in the heart, open in the third eye, radiating through your aura, receiving from the field, broadcasting your actual frequency, participating consciously in the assembly of your reality. Feel this. Let it settle into your cells. Let it become the baseline of your experience rather than a peak state you have to work to achieve. Because this is not a peak state. This is your natural state. This is what you feel like when the interference is cleared and the coherence is restored and your quantum perception system is operating as it was designed to. This is you. This is your actual frequency. This is your light. Breathe it in. Let it be real. Let it be yours. Not something you're trying to become. Something you are returning to. Now I want to ask you something. And I want you to sit with this question. Not think about it, but feel into it with the open third eye you've just activated. What does your field know right now that your mind has been dismissing? What perception has been arriving at the edges of your awareness that you've been rationalizing away? What knowing has been consistent and quiet and patient, waiting for you to stop overriding it? What direction has your field been pointing you toward that your rational mind has been finding reasons to resist? Don't answer with your mind. Feel the answer. Let it rise from the center of your brain, from the quantum perception instrument you've just activated. Let it be simple. Let it be clear. Let it be true. Whatever came, whatever arose in that moment of receptive attention, that is your third eye speaking. That is your quantum perception delivering information from the field that your physical senses cannot access. That is the intelligence that has been trying to reach you through the filter of your conditioning and your rational mind's need to control and explain everything. Honor it. Write it down. Sit with it. Give it the weight it deserves, because it is not imagination. It is quantum information, and it is exactly as real and valid and trustworthy as anything your physical senses have ever shown you. This is the community I want to invite you into. Not a community of people who believe the same things or follow the same practices. A community of conscious radiators. People who have said yes to the full spectrum of their perceptive capacity. People who have stopped dismissing their quantum knowing and started trusting it. People who are navigating their lives with both rational intelligence and third eye clarity, using the full range of the extraordinary instrument that is human consciousness. If you're in that community, if you recognize yourself as someone whose third eye is opening, whose quantum perception is expanding, whose field is becoming more coherent and more conscious, I want to hear from you. Not because your experience validates this transmission, but because your experience is part of the collective field activation that happens when conscious radiators gather, when people who are waking up to their quantum perception find each other. The coherence amplifies, the field strengthens, the activation deepens for everyone. Share what you noticed during the practices. Share the knowing that arose when I asked what your field knows that your mind has been dismissing. Share the signs of opening you recognized in yourself, not to perform your awakening, but to contribute your frequency to a field that needs conscious radiators right now, more than it has in a very long time. Because here is the truth about this moment in collective human experience. The quantum field that we all share, the field that connects every human consciousness, the field that the Heart Math Institute calls the global coherence field. That field is in a period of intense activation right now. The number of people whose third eyes are opening is accelerating. The coherence of the collective human field is increasing. And every individual who activates their quantum perception, who clears their interference, who begins to broadcast consciously and receive clearly, every single one of them raises the coherence of the collective field. You are not just activating your own third eye for your own benefit. You are contributing your activated frequency to a collective field that is in the process of a quantum coherence shift. Your opening matters not just for your own navigation, but for the quality of the field that everyone on this planet is swimming in. This is not grandiose. This is quantum field mechanics. Coherent fields entrain incoherent ones. A single coherent oscillator can synchronize a room full of incoherent ones. This is the physics of coupled oscillators, demonstrated in every clock shop and every experiment with coupled pendulums. Your coherent field, your activated third eye, your clear broadcast. These are not just personal achievements. They are contributions to the collective coherence of the human quantum field. Shine. Not just for yourself, as yourself. Because what you are, a coherent, activated, quantum perceiving human consciousness, is exactly what the collective field needs more of right now. Let me give you the integration principle that I want you to carry from this transmission. Not as a rule, as a remembering. Your third eye has always been on. It has never been closed. It has been dimmed by calcification, by chronic stress, by the interference of an incoherent culture, by the systematic training to distrust what you perceive beyond your physical senses. But dimmed is not closed. Suppressed is not gone. And the moment you direct conscious attention to it, the moment you practice heart coherence and pineal awareness and receptive attention, the moment you commit to trusting what you perceive beyond your physical senses, it illuminates. Not gradually, not eventually. Now, in this moment, in the quality of awareness you feel right now, reading these words, with your attention at the center of your brain and your heart radiating coherence and your field expanded and receiving. This is what opening feels like. Not dramatic, not sudden, not a blinding light or a voice from the sky. Just this, a quality of clarity and depth and receptivity that is always available when you stop filling the space with noise and simply let your field receive. Your third eye is your quantum eye. It sees the field. It reads the frequencies. It receives the information that the quantum reality around you is continuously broadcasting. And it participates through your coherent broadcast, through your aligned intention, through your conscious observation, in the collapse of quantum possibilities into the specific realities that form your life. You are not a passive recipient of a reality that happens to you. You are a quantum observer whose coherent perception participates in the assembly of what becomes real. Your third eye is the instrument of that participation, and it is opening. Now, in this moment, in you. Here is what I want you to do after this transmission ends. not a list of practices you'll forget by tomorrow. One thing, one simple daily commitment that will sustain and deepen the activation we've done today. Every morning, before you look at your phone, before you engage with the demands of the day, before you step into the stream of information and obligation and noise, take 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Breathe slowly. Bring appreciation to your heart. Feel your field become coherent. Bring your awareness to the center of your brain. And ask, in the receptive silence of your activated third eye, what does my field know today? Then listen, not with your mind, with your quantum perception. Let the answer arrive in whatever form it takes. A feeling, an image, a knowing, a word, a direction, a quality of yes or no or not yet. Let it arrive without judgment. Acknowledge it. Write it down if you can. And then carry it with you into your day as data, quantum data from the field that you give weight alongside everything else your rational mind is processing. Do this every day for 30 days and watch what changes. Not in dramatic, obvious ways necessarily, but in the quality of your navigation, in the precision of your decisions, in the frequency of synchronicities, in the accuracy of your knowing, in the alignment between where you're moving and where your highest frequency calls you to go. Your third eye is opening. It was always going to open. It was always going to reach this point of activation in your life. And the fact that you are here receiving this transmission means that the timing is now. Your field called this forward. Your quantum perception system recognized what it needed to hear. And you showed up. That's not coincidence. That is your third eye already operating, already pulling you toward the information and the activation and the quantum understanding that your expanding perception requires. Trust that. Trust the pull. Trust the knowing. Trust the field. Trust your light. If this transmission found you at the right moment, and your field knows whether it did, consider returning to it in the stillness of early morning or in the quiet just before sleep, when your pineal is most receptive and the field is most open. Those are the moments when this activation lands deepest. And if you know someone whose light is searching for language, whose knowing is looking for permission, share this with them. When you activate someone else's awareness of their own field, both auras strengthen through resonance. That is not metaphor. That is how coherent fields work. Every share is a ripple of radiance that contributes to the collective luminosity we are all building together. Your aura is active. Your field is coherent. Your third eye is open. Your quantum perception is online. And the reality that assembles around a conscious, coherent, quantum perceiving human being is something extraordinary. You are a radiant field of quantum energy. You are a quantum consciousness with the biological instruments to perceive the quantum field directly. You are a broadcaster and a receiver, a creator and a perceiver, a signal and an antenna, all at once, all the time, in every moment of your existence. And now you know it. Your third eye is not opening someday. It is not opening when you've done enough work, or cleared enough karma, or achieved the right level of spiritual development. It is opening now, in this moment, in the quality of awareness you are experiencing right now, as these words land in the center of your consciousness, and your field responds with the felt recognition of something true. That recognition, that felt yes, that warmth in your chest, that subtle activation at the center of your brain. That is your third eye confirming what it already knew. That is your quantum perception system saying, yes, this is real. This is you. This is what you are. Welcome to your own light. Welcome to the full spectrum of your perceptive capacity. Welcome to the quantum reality of your own consciousness. Welcome to the navigation that becomes available when you stop filtering out what you actually perceive and start trusting the full range of what your extraordinary, quantum, coherent, luminous field is capable of knowing. Your third eye is open. Your signal is clear. Your light is on. It has always been on. Shine.